Hey everyone, Anthony here. We're doing a basic review of the new Samsung Galaxy Note that's just come out in Australia. The model we're looking at today is the model released through Telstra, so it's capable with the NextG network. Now, we'll just go through some of the basic hardware features of this phone first. For starters, we're looking at a 1.5 GHz dual-core processor, so the phone's going to be pretty fast at processing to start with. Second of all, it comes with 16 GB of internal memory, which is also expandable up to 32 GB. So, with the potential to boost the memory to 48 GB, it's pretty impressive to say the least. Now, the other thing is the size of this phone. It's sporting a 5.3 inch screen, which is straight away an inch longer and larger than the next biggest phone on the market. So, in saying that though, it is not hard to get used to. Of course, for other people that have been using smartphones already, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You definitely get used to it. So anyway, let's get started. As you can see, we've got customizable screens here on the handset. They all come out with default features that Telstra sends out with the phone. Now, these are fully customizable, as I said, so you can move around all the icons on the screen, put them where you like. Just show you a few of these movements here. Now, what you can also do is, as you'll notice, there's no clock really on the screen other than up in the tiny right corner here. So what you can actually do is you can come down the bottom here and you can press this button here and you can hit the add button, and then what we can do is we can add what we call a widget, which is just a basic quick access to either an application on the handset or, as we're about to see, a clock in this case. And then we'll see up the top here, we've now got a digital clock in the top of the phone. It also shows us the date and the day. The next thing we're going to talk about is the stylus and the usability of that. It tucks in down the bottom of the phone here, and here it is. So obviously Samsung's taken a pretty different approach to usual smartphones on the market today, being the fact that no one else is really using a stylus at the moment. So that in itself sets it apart from the rest. Okay, so we would just hit S Memo there, and as we can see, we're going to do a new writing note. So I'll try my best here to write as neat as I can, but basically we can place the stylus on the screen and write whatever we need to write. And then that can be saved in the handset as a note. So then all you've got to do to check your notes is just hit S Memo down the bottom, and you can see I've written the get milk note there, and there it is, like that. So that's the stylus functionality. Now let's talk about the camera. Camera is quite good. It's an 8 megapixel camera and also is capable of recording in Full HD 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, what we can do is we can use various different effects and features in the camera just by hitting settings up the top here. Now, obviously we can choose whether or not we want to have the flash on or off. If we turn it on, you can see the flash gets activated by the LED here in the top. Now, I'm just going to turn that off for the moment. Now there's several different shooting modes that you can use. Now you've got single shot, which just takes any basic shot. Now you can choose between smile shot, beauty, panorama, or share shot. Obviously a share shot would be one you would take for Facebook or Twitter or any of those. The panoramic shots on the camera that I've taken today have been quite good quality. I really can't fault the camera in this handset at all. It's quite good. You can also set the scene mode, so you can set it up for a portrait photo, landscape. You can also set it for night, so the enhancement of light in the camera is actually better than a standard shot. And you can also set it for sports as well. You can also change the exposure value, and if you wanted to do a self-portrait, just hit here and it'll reverse around to the camera at the front, which we can see there. Next we're going to talk about the applications and sort of how easily this phone can really handle the applications. So I'll just go into my applications menu down the bottom right here. go across. I've gone ahead and downloaded a couple of applications, and for starters we'll just go and look at Angry Birds. Angry Birds is a pretty standard application. As you can see it's loading quite quickly. So within a few seconds there I'm ready to play. You can see the screen is quite clear on the display. And note, as I said before, the high resolution of the screen means that anything displayed on the screen is in high quality, so the quality of it is going to be great. And also, even if you just play back a video that you have recorded, it's going to be in full HD, as I said. But other than that, the graphics on this are great. There's no lag in the application at all. So as you can see, it runs its applications very well with ease, in fact. Now, obviously, like all smartphones, it does have a web browser. Browser setup is quite simple and easy to follow. You've got your address bar at the top here, bookmarks as well, and you can also set multiple pages to have open as well. Now this is running on the NextG network at the moment, and I have full reception in my area, so the reception's quite good and the download speed is good as well. Now, like a lot of the phones coming out at the moment, they're being released with the Garmin navigation software. As we all know, Garmin's the world's leader in navigation, so basically wherever you need to navigate to, it's got a full updated database of all the maps within Australia at least, but I'm sure it's got plenty of maps around the world as well, so basically wherever you go with the phone you can easily get access to navigation and maps wherever you need it to go. Now with texting, it's quite simple, messaging down the bottom. Now as we can see, we've got a new message here. Now with the size of the screen, obviously the keypad is quite big, as you can see, but hey, if it's still not big enough for you, you can actually turn the phone on its side and make a text like this. The keypad becomes slightly bigger and there's still plenty of room to view the message you're actually writing. So that's perfectly great. Touchscreen is also quite responsive when you do touch the screen to type. And it's also swipe message capable as well. So I'll just quickly show you that feature. If I was to go into a message and begin typing, okay, and then I press this swipe button down the bottom here, I can actually swipe whatever word I wanted to be typing. Obviously it's automatically thought I'm typing Argus there, but basically if I wanted to write I like that, I just swipe across from H to I and it comes up. Same thing applies with how, so I'll go to the H-O-W, there it is again. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the battery. Well, the battery is a 2,500 milliamp battery, so already that is significantly bigger than any other competitor on the market. Standardly, they come out with 1,850 milliamp batteries, so obviously though that size battery is required on such a big phone. But look, fully charged with moderate use, that includes internet browsing, phone calling and texting, you can easily achieve a full day out of the battery. So it is normal for you to have to charge nightly. Now, to give this phone a wrap up, basically it's a good smartphone. The size is something you will have to get used to because it is, as I said, an inch bigger than the biggest phone currently out of the market, which is the Galaxy Nexus. All in all though, it's solidly built. It's a good quality handset from Samsung as usual, and to top it off, it's different from anything else because of the stylus and the S-Memo software that they've put into this phone. So yeah, go and check it out guys, I think you'll really enjoy it. Thanks for watching.